Hello, Dave here again from Creative Guitar Lounge. It's been quite a while since I recorded a video. Been some busy stuff going on, just in life in general. I've been doing quite a lot of time-lapse videos for sort of business stuff as well. But we have managed to, myself and my partner, record quite a few live tunes and write a few more songs. So we've been quite busy upstairs there in the old studio, and I'll put a link to our music channel underneath if you want to have a look at some of the stuff we've been getting up to. But with regards to what we've been doing recently, one of the things we've done is do some live recordings of just the two of us playing some new songs and some older songs. And what I wanted to talk about today relates really to one of our older songs, which is a song called Free Ride, which I'll probably show clips during this video. Not quite sure how I'm going to edit this at the moment, but you know, you'll be watching the final thing. So I'll either put in some clips of the video, I'll link to it anyway so you can watch the whole song if you want to, but I just want to show you how it was constructed. And it really involves partial chords from the kind of caged system. And I thought this would be a good way to sort of go through, to look at these in terms of rhythm guitar. Because rather than using examples of people like the Rolling Stones, Keith Richards, who kind of uses a lot, although he changes the tuning of his guitar quite frequently, he does use these kind of chords quite a lot. So do many other people, so you will recognise them, but rather than go down the copyright minefield, I thought I'd use one of my own songs to kind of reference these ideas. So the song's Free Ride. Let's play a little snip of it just now.
It's a fast food chain. Everything tastes the same. It's a boring game. Everyone plays the same. It's a cheap champagne, sweet until the bubbles die. It's a pouring rain, mushroom clouds in the summer sky. I want a free ride. I want a free ride to heaven. I want a free ride. I want a free ride to heaven.
All of it is really built around two of the caged system shapes, and the A shape and the D shape. Now, I was watching a Tim Pierce video recently. I don't know if you don't follow Tim Pierce, you should. He's an amazing session player, fantastic guitarist. He does a lot of really great YouTube videos. But one of the things he was talking about in reference to the cage system, which I kind of have to agree with, is there's actually, although it's C, A, G, E, D, and those are the 5 chord shapes that system is based around, really 4 of them are actually pretty much the same. So really there are really only the 3 shapes, and I'll explain. I will get around to this song in a minute, but the A shape, which is this shape, is actually very similar to the G shape, because if I'm playing, as we will do in this song, I'm using the A shape here to play a D chord. So that is actually, if I was doing the G shape, it would be this really awkward kind of thing here, but it still basically uses this A shape chord. You're just really extending it to get the bass notes in. But we're actually ignoring a lot of the root notes in this tutorial, so that's kind of irrelevant. So the A shape and the G shape, just for reference, in the cage system are pretty much the same, as are the D and the C shape, because the D shape obviously is that little chord there, so that is D, and if I wanted to play that as an F, I'd just move that down to the 5th fret, and as long as I avoid these root notes, that's essentially the D shape. But it's also, if I wanted to play it in the C shape, it's just this shape here. So we still have the D, but we're just extending it into a C shape. So really D and C, pretty much the same. Okay, so to the song. When I was playing this with our full band, I wanted to find guitar parts that fitted in. We had a keyboard player and Mo played rhythm guitar, and she was just playing standard kind of cowboy chords. There are only 3 chords in this song. 4? what have we got? D, C, D, 4, C, D, F and G. So she's playing the standard sort of cowboy chords, sometimes bar chords. But so to make my guitar part stand out a little bit, I just use these little partial caged shape chords. So for the D, it's really just that. And I am, for the verse part, including the root note here. And then the chorus. So, sorry, the verse. So we've got the D. And then I'm using the D or C shape, whatever you want to call it, F here, and I'm muting with my finger the A string, and with my thumb the E string, and with the back of this finger, it doesn't really matter whether that's muted or not, but the top E string. So really I'm just emphasising these three notes here on the D, G and B string to play my F chord. So we're going... and then moving that up 2 frets, exactly the same, to get our G with a C or D shape, however you want to refer to it, caged miniature chord. So and it just makes a really rhythmic guitar part that kind of stands out on its own against whatever else is happening. So in our case, there was always keyboards and very often another guitar. For recording stuff, I always had at least 2 guitar parts on there anyway. And it just means, as you'll see from the video if you watch it, it kind of gives the guitar quite a punchy, standout, sort of almost riffy chord edge. And then the chorus of that song was really just the same chords again. We're using the D and the F, but then we're incorporating a C. So it's really just... You could also, I mean, that's using the full A-shaped C chord, incorporating the bass notes, but sometimes I alternate that by just using the partial chords, because if you just use your A shape here, with those 3 notes again on the D, G and B string, you've got your C shape. So we can really just keep that all inside this little box, really tight little... And the final part of this song, I guess the kind of hook, if you like, was the little riff that it kind of starts with, and it sort of punctuates between verse and chorus, is this little... But what I've done with that is I like to add a D, because the song's mainly in the key of D, incorporate that open D string. So that's really what I just wanted to make this little video about, just using these little chord shapes. And you can also, as I think I've covered in other videos, there's all sorts of riffs that you can use with these little cage shapes, particularly the kind of C, D shaped stuff. You can do this at sort of country, rock. Hendrix used that an awful lot. Again, the Stones use it quite a lot. And you can use it to really kind of do a almost sort of hybrid lead and rhythm playing. And then of course you've got your other underlying scales that go with all of these chords. So I hope you find that of interest, and maybe it's something you can incorporate into your own playing. Okay, so I hope you liked this. If so, let me know, like, subscribe, all the usual stuff. It really helps me kind of grow the channel. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.
It's a fast food chain.